Hello everyone in Philosophy 124 online Introductory Ethics class. This is Nancy Greco, Lavery Library Librarian. Dr. Madigan asked me to put together a short video to help you with your philosophy research paper. So let's go off to the library's homepage. Okay, so let's start at the library's homepage, and you can find that at www.sjfc.edu/library. And if you remember back to your freshman year, we started learning about the simple search box right here on the home page, and you're welcome to do that. So let's say I wanted to do my research on Kant's philosophy on punishment. I can go ahead and do that right from this home page by typing in the most important words, or the words that I think have to show up in my article. So of course I would want to do both the terms Kant and punishment because that's my topic. So I'm going to go ahead and hit the search button here. And what you'll discover is that the simple search is going to give you a whole lot of articles from various different perspectives. So they're not specific to philosophy and philosophical theory. So even though you're more than welcome to use this, and you know a couple of strategies here to limit your search, etc., I want to show you a couple of places that you might find easier to use specifically for this assignment. So let's go back to the library's homepage. I want to teach you about two different databases that I think will be really helpful. One is called Philosophers Index, and the other is called JSTOR. So let's find them in the database list. So in order to do that, you'd want to click on databases A to Z. So let's go ahead and do that. And let's start with the Philosophers Index. We'll go there first. So click on the P to get the list of databases that start with P. And about halfway down, you will find the link to Philosophers Index. So let's go ahead and click on that. So even though the Philosopher's Index looks very similar to the simple search, it's different because in this collection of journals, the journals are all specific to the topic of philosophy, so it's going to be a more targeted search for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do a very similar search to the one I just did a few seconds ago. So I'm going to type in Kant, and you know what? I'm going to throw an asterisk on the end of Kant. If you remember back to freshman year, that asterisk is called truncation. It's a truncation command that will allow you to use Kant as a root word, and when you put the asterisk next to it, it will find in the results any other articles that have Kant as a root. So Kantian, for instance. So if I want an article that says the word Kantian, that asterisk will help me to find that. And then, of course, the other component in my search was the idea of punishment. So I want Kant and punishment. Let's see what happens. I hit the search button, and now I've only gotten 158 results. And what's really great about Philosopher's Index, if you take a look at this list, everything on the list is academic journals. They're all scholarly resources that you would find here, so certainly more appropriate for a college level paper and the sorts of materials that you'd want to use for this class. And I'm looking at the titles here, and they're really pretty good. They seem to talk about Kant and punishment, and the journals are all from philosophy journals, so these would all be actually quite good for my research. Some of them you'll find directly available with PDF full text right there, so you can click on it and get your entire article. So in this case, I could read here on my screen, I could save it, I can email it to myself, I can print it out, whatever you wish, really. Let's go back to that results list and take a look at some of the other options. So PDF is easy peasy. All you have to do is click on it, and there it is. But some of these only give me the option of this Get It at Fisher. And what that means is that this Philosopher's Index database doesn't have this article in full text, but maybe one of the other databases here at Lavery Library does have the full text. So if you click on the Get It at Fisher button, it will search those other databases for you. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And you'll find one or two options. It's either going to tell you, so sorry, no full text was found in library databases, in which case you could get this article through interlibrary loan by clicking on this blue box. So if I really wanted this article, it seems perfect for my research, you're more than welcome to go ahead and use that mechanism. So give yourself a couple of days and someone will get that article for you and send it to you in your email as a PDF so you can get that there. Let's take a look at that list again. So that's one of the ways that Get It Official works. It helps you to use interlibrary loan. But let's try this one. I really want this article, Revisiting Kantian Retributivism to Construct a Justification of Punishment. Cool. I really want that article. So let's go ahead and get it at Fisher again. And this time it did find the full text in another database. In this case, it's ProQuest. So I can simply click on this blue box. It should get me there. And again, here's my article in its entirety, so I can download it, save it, print it, whatever. So if I take a look at this list of articles through Philosophers Index, I'm feeling fairly confident that I'm going to have more than enough material here to be able to accomplish that research project for this class. However, I did promise to show you one more database, so let's go ahead and take a look at one more. So I'm going to go back to Lavery Library. And once again, back to databases A to Z. And the second database I wanted to show you is called JSTOR. So I'm going to go ahead and click on the J and select JSTOR from the list. And similar to Philosophers Index, everything that you find in here is going to be scholarly in nature, so great stuff to be using for your college level research. The way that it's a little bit different, however, than Philosophers Index is that it's not just philosophy. It has all of these topics included, but it allows you to limit to the topic that you're interested in if you wish. So in this case, I think that would be appropriate. So let's go ahead and scroll through and find philosophy. Since we're in a philosophy class, I can check the box, and that will tell the database only search journals about philosophy. So there'll be 136 journals that'll be searching for me. And then once I do that, then it's very similar to anything else that I've been searching so far, where I can type in Kant. Again, my asterisk little trick will work here too. And the word punishment. And of course, you might find other terminology other than punishment. I'm just using that as an example here. You could use death penalty. You can use retribution, retributivism that we saw in some of the other articles. So you can switch up this terminology as you wish. I'm going to go ahead and hit search. And again, all scholarly journal articles. It is sorted by relevance. So articles with the terms that you typed in most often and with the greatest importance will float to the top. So most likely some of the best articles will be at the top of the page for you, but as you scroll down, perhaps some of the terminology will start to float away, where you find articles that are just on Kant or just on punishment. So kind of go through the list and you'll notice when it starts to go off topic. So let's say, for instance, this sounds like a really great article, Kantian Critique of Kant's Theory of Punishment. Perfect. I'd really like to get my hands on this one. So all you have to do is click on Download PDF. And this little box will appear. And what this box is doing is trying to make you aware of the ethical issues involved with using this article. And since you're in an ethics class, it makes perfect sense that you'd use it ethically. So in other words, that you're going to give attribution to the creator of the article and create a citation for it if you use it in your paper. And of course you're going to do that. So go ahead and hit I accept. And there you go. Here is the full text of this article, and you can download it, print it, whatever. So I think that between JSTOR and Philosopher's Index, you should have plenty of material to use for your paper. However, if you do need more assistance, I'm going to go back to the library's homepage and show you where you can get some help. I am going to be away on vacation for a while this summer, so you may not be able to get me directly, but there is this contact area. You can email your question to the library reference help desk, or you can phone, and there's also this Ask Us 24/7 chat that you can use to get help as well. So please don't hesitate to ask for more help, and good luck with your paper.